Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a bunch of tiny little quick videos of some things that I have bought to help make my life just a little bit easier on the road while I'm traveling. So we're going to get started with one of the ones that I've been the most happy about getting. Are you ready for that? So let's get started. Well, one of my issues in the van has always been getting more light in my van. So I started to look at this issue a little bit more after last winter. Even though I've been in the van 4 years, I just really wanted more light. I was just ready to start looking into that. The fluorescent ones that I have in the van, well, they are not LED. Why we like LED is because it uses less amperage per hour to run them. In the wintertime, it gets dark earlier, like about 5 o'clock, and we don't get as much high sun. So the sun is lower in the wintertime, which can create a problem, and a little bit more for me because my solar is on top of my roof. So I can't position my panels according to the sun. So that can create a problem as well for me in the winter time. So I was ready to fix this problem. So I started looking at USB type rechargeable lights that I could start to get more of them throughout my van. Now I have a lot of lights like this that require 3 AAA batteries, and I have plenty of these around, and I'll go over that in another video. But the problem with these is, again, they take 3 to run each one. Sometimes I do use regular batteries, or I also have rechargeable batteries, and I have a recharger. But the problem is my recharger only holds 4 batteries at a time, and I have quite a few of these around. So that's pretty hard to kind of constantly keep up the rechargeable ones charged up. So I started looking at USB type lights. The reason why is because I have so many options of plugging in USB. I have a power strip that is above my inverter, and it has the ability of plugging in 4 USB ports. Now on the other wall, I do have a 12-volt plug-in with 2 USB ports there. And I just got this really cool adapter, a 12-volt adapter, and it's going to allow me to plug in 2 more USB connectors into that. So I started researching, and I ended up finding these 2-pack lanterns. I love these things so far. I've only had it a couple of weeks, but I just can't say enough about them so far. But stay tuned for a future video, as I will probably do a follow-up in a couple of months, and I'll let you know how I'm liking it. Alright, so these lights are 2000 lumens. Now I'm not even going to try to say the name, but it is, and I'll put a picture of it up there so you can see. It is a UKVI. And they have many different brands out there of these type of lanterns. I just want you to be aware that they do sell this style out there and why I went with it. After much research, I just really like the fact that they have a little hook, the rechargeable. I can hook them up, you know, especially this one, up over my stove. I put one over there, and I actually only need it on low. I put one over there on low, one over here on low, and it works amazing in here so far. It gives me that bright light that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is insert right about here of what it looks like at night, okay, so you can kind of see. Okay, I'm going to try to show you the light. This is it on low, but now there is a flickering that's happening coming through my camera sensor, but I am not seeing that on my end from the light or inside the van, so I'm not sure why it's only through the camera. But I'll make this fast because I don't know, that might be kind of annoying to try to look at that like that, but it's not happening on my end and I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so that's on low, but just kind of try to ignore that and just look at the brightness of it. Okay, that's on high, and isn't it weird? I'm not seeing it on high. I'm not getting that feedback, only in the low position. But look how bright that is, all right, on high. That's pretty cool. Okay, now I'm going to add the second light. Alright, so there's the second light on low. And then I'll show you, okay, so there's how my van is in brightness. I only have it in low. That's been fine enough for me. Again, this is really small in here trying to film. But again, I'm not seeing that feedback. Isn't that weird? Boy, it's like going on a little trip here a little bit. All right, let me put it back on high because that's easier on the eyes. There we go. That is so bizarre, so weird. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn this one. Yeah, see, it's on low. Let's see if this does the same thing on high. If it goes away. Yeah, it's only in low that it's picking it up in my camera, but not with the eye. But look how bright that is. Oh my gosh, this is like super bright. I love this. This is just so amazing, these lights. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. There's Milo. He says, hi everybody. So there's that wave from the light being on low, but I didn't want this to be too bright for his eyes. Look in my direction. It's nice to see everybody. Alright, so it has two modes, that high, low, and then the emergency one. You plug it in over here. It's got a little the port there. And the other cool thing about this light, and I'll show you in this one, so when you turn it on, it shows 100%. Let me put it, okay, and then it says 75%, 50%, and 25%. So it will actually have your little dots lit up of where you're at and when you are charging it up, when it's finally fully charged. But also you have that visual when you're starting to get low, not just all of a sudden the light is gone, you know, like, oh no, it's just died, you know. So you have that visual. That's another thing why I liked this particular one, okay. It's a little under 3 inches in diameter, and it's about 5.9 inches tall, and it is made of a very durable kind of type of a, it is a plastic though, I'm going to let you know, there's nothing metal, it is all plastic, but it makes it really light and easy to hang up wherever you decide to hang it up, and that's something that I wanted as well. So definitely think about adding something like this in your van or whatever vehicle you are in. If you're traveling full time and you have the capability of USB rechargeable you know, ports, think about these types of lights. The cool thing is I can run these for days without even needing to charge it back up. But of course, this is summertime, the end of June, at the longest day of the, of the longest hours of daylight. It's in June, so it gets dark about 9 o'clock. So I'm only up, I mean, it's only out for a couple of hours before I'm crashing, getting ready for bed. So we'll see how it does when winter gets here. I'll probably do a review at that time. But for right now, it works. But I also have a lot of other light choices throughout my van. And why I wanted that is so I can keep a rotation going on. So I can get something plugged in while I have something else. And I'll do another video on this little one that I got. So this is another option. I hope you found my new little gadgets handy, something to think about. And put your comments down below. Anything you want to share, anything you have in the light area that makes it much easier in your world, please share it and let's talk about it. And I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I have a fly in here, and I swear it's so little itty bitty, and I can't get rid of this thing. So, oh my gosh, and I got to get this done. I want to get this done because I'm going to be going up into an area where I'm not going to have, you know, upload speed. So I just want to get a couple videos. So we might have to laugh about this little fly that's just bugging me, you know. Anyway, so excuse that little fly that's just bugging around. Welcome to van life. Let's have a little fun with it.